Okay, in this video, we'll discuss this interesting problem from Pathfinder, Newton's laws of motion. So once I'll go through the question. It is given in the question that there is a small metal ball that is being pulled gradually on a fixed frictionless hemisphere. So this is a frictionless hemisphere. You're slowly pulling this up. Okay. And it is also given that radius of the ball is very negligible compared to radius of the sphere. So I'll treat this one almost like a point mass. And as ball slides from bottom to the position close to the top of hemisphere, so this is going like this very slowly. When in this motion, they're asking us to comment on the pulling force F and the contact force R, the normal reaction that acts on the metal sphere from the hemisphere. Okay, so you have to tell how they'll vary, whether they'll increase, decrease, or remains constant. So before we proceed with the solution, it's better to solve question by yourself once before seeing the solution part. Okay, so I'll right away jump to the solution. So here I'm just assuming pulley also very small, and this object, as they have told, the radius of the sphere is very small compared to radius of the hemisphere. So I treated this almost like a point object. So we know that mg is going to act downwards, and normal action will be perpendicular to the surface, and f is acting towards the pulley. And don't mistake that delta that I have written should be 90 degrees. It need not be 90 because this is not tangential. This is directed towards pulley. Okay, and if you observe, when this is going from here to here, this r is not changing. So r is a constant, and h is this red line length from bottom of the center of the hemisphere till the pulley. H is also constant. So h is constant, r is constant, but this L value as the particle goes up decreases because this is distance between the particle and the pulley. So this is continuously decreasing. Now I want to apply a sine law for this triangle. Okay. So it's just r by sine of opposite angle, which is sine alpha. Next h by sine of opposite angle, which is sine delta, and L by sine of opposite angle is sine beta. So this I just named it as equation 1 by using Snell's law for the geometric triangle that is formed here. Now I can also apply Lami's theorem for these three forces, because as object is moving very slowly, its acceleration is 0. So acceleration 0 implies that F is also 0. So sum of these three forces should be equal to 0. So Lami's theorem can be applied here. So we know that Lami's theorem is just one more modified version of sine law. So first I'll do the angles. If this is delta, I can tell that this is 180 minus delta. And as this was alpha, I can tell this angle is 180 minus alpha, and this angle is 180 minus beta. The same things I have mentioned here: pi minus delta, pi minus alpha, pi minus beta. Now again, applying Lami's theorem, mg by sine pi minus delta should be equal to f by pi sine of pi minus beta that I have written here, and r by sine pi minus alpha. And we know that sine pi minus alpha or sine 180 minus anything is just sine theta itself. So this I just wrote it as sine alpha, sine delta, and sine beta. Now if you compare equation 1 and 2, you can simply write small r by capital R is equal to h by mg is equal to capital L by f. So this is the equation that we got by dividing 1 and 2 equations. I have just cross multiplied here. I got contact force as mg into small r by capital H. And we know that small r is also constant, h is also constant. So I can tell capital R must be constant because all these three terms are constants here. Next, if I see the f part by equating these two, just take L here. I got mg into L by h. In this, h is constant, mg is constant, but this particular thing is decreasing. So I can tell that f is decreasing as the particle goes up.